What's up, my gamesters? Today we're going classic. Classic SNES games, that is. I'm gonna do a little F-Zero today. This is one of my favorite games from my childhood. The high speeds, fast action. It was one of the few games that actually competed with Sega Genesis's Blast processing and Sonic as far as speed went. The color palette was much more expansive, and this made for quite an exciting game. So what's up, my gamesters? This is the Total Reason, and today we're going to be doing a little F-Zero, little old school Super Nintendo Entertainment System action. We're going to go ahead and go into the Grand Prix. I always liked the Fire Stingray. It had the slowest acceleration, but if you look, the max speed is 478. On the other games, 462, 438, 457, 478. So he's got the highest max speed. So even though it's the most girliest color, it's the best, fastest vehicle, I think, as far as in the long run. So first off, here we go, Mute City. Yeehaw! Here we go. Alright, we're off. 375 kilometers an hour. Kilometers. Oh god. This shit's intense. Alright, third place. Yeah. I like how you have to use the L and R button in order to take corners sharper. Kind of digs your corner in and allows you to hit corners at the expense of some speed. So if you can make a corner without using the L and R, you want to, but yeah, on some of these you have no choice. Also, pulling back and pushing forward on the D-pad will make you go higher and lower off the jumps. There we are, first place. What's up, bitches? What's up, my gamesters? Can't touch this. You guys are going to come to find out that my many years of game playing expertise has made me a quite proficient video game player. I grew up on all these super hard Nintendo games that were next to impossible to beat, and I would beat them. So, there, blew him up. So, I learned right away how to have to adapt to a really shitty game with shitty controls, which this game actually is not shitty game or shitty controls. It's actually quite precise as far as the controls go. One of the most precise racing games I've ever actually played. Even to this day, the preciseness of your steering rivals, you know, modern day games. It's a little bit of, or a lot, you know, depending on how much you press and hold on the D-pad. This game probably could have benefited from an analog joystick at one time or another. Alright. Gotta recharge. This is the recharging lane. It's like a pit row in NASCAR. Repairs you. The longer you're in it, the longer it recharges you. The trick is to try to dip in it only when you need to. And there's also a turbo button. A is turbo. Ooh. Here we go. Boom! First place. What's up, motherfuckers? Can't touch this shit. Yeah. What's up, my gamesters? What's up, my gamesters? On to the next one. Big Blue. Look at the colors in some of these. Isn't it just fucking spectacular? Slowest acceleration, you can see, yellow's got the best, blue's second, green's third. But as far as all their top speeds, it's about the same. The yellow, he's got the slowest top, followed by the blue, then the green, and then me, I have the fastest top. So, I like to take advantage of that. acceleration is nice, but this game is all about getting going and staying going and not slowing down. So if you crash a lot, you're always hitting sides and shit, you definitely want one of the high accelerating ones. But if you're like me and you can navigate it without banging into walls, you want top speed, because the point of this game is to hit ridiculously high speeds. Look, I'm going 409 kilometers an hour. Or was going 409 kilometers an hour. I mean, you want to get going and you want to hold this speed. So I'm going to wait for that straight away, and I'm going to go ahead and use my first turbo. I noticed when that little S in the bottom right-hand corner lights up after each lap, you get a turbo. Here we go. So you can either save them up, or you can use them all at the end. Doesn't really matter. I like to use them when it's most prevalent. Oh shit! And they get harder as the levels go on. The tracks basically get narrower and narrower, less wide. Throttle control isn't as important now as it will be in the later levels. It basically gets to a point to where you have to actually physically take your foot off the throttle to actually make some of the corners without hitting the walls. To learn when to let off and put back on. Just an excellent, excellent, excellent game. So well designed for its time. I mean, this game is just, from my childhood memories, it's just one that stands out above and beyond all. It's one of the reasons why I wanted this to be one of my first old school Let's Play series, just to show the newer generation that not all old games sucked. Not all of them were slow and ugly and not fun. This game is highly addictive. Highly addictive. And at the time, we hadn't seen anything this fast. Now, I've heard that there was a Japanese version or something, or even maybe it was an American version that was #2 or whatever. It allowed you to design or construct your own F-Zero race cars. Like, you could put different parts and car colors and stuff together. I don't know exactly how accurate I am being with that, but I do remember hearing something along those lines. Tell you the truth, it's one of the reasons why I like one of the other YouTube channelers on here, James Nintendo Nerd, the angry video game nerd. He's very, very, very educated in this subject. He reminds me a lot of myself, actually. I, at one time, pretty much owned every single Nintendo game and adapter ever made, but I wasn't as diligent with my stuff as he was, as far as keeping it all nice and keeping it all organized and together. I've, over the years, sold off my stuff, or have lost it, or thrown it out, or given it away to people. Yeah. It's unfortunate, really. I mean, to think about it, like Sega games, they came with a plastic box to hold your game, with the cover on it. Super Nintendo at the time, came with cardboard boxes. Now, when most Sega fanboys opened up their game, they had that nice plastic case, they'd keep it, and when they were done playing with the game, put it in the plastic case, and store their game away. And years later, they have both the game and the case. Well, that wasn't quite the case with the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo, was it? Like, we would get a game and it'd be in that cardboard box. Well, we would be so excited about playing Super Mario Bros. 3 that we would take the game out of the paper container box and just throw the paper and plastic away. Keep the instruction booklet, but I'd throw the paper box away and all the plastic in the bags away, you know, and I'd have the cartridge and the instruction manual, and that's pretty much all I really cared about. Soon I'd lose the instruction manual, because obviously there was no box, and I wasn't organized. I was a young, dumb kid, and yeah, so pretty much all you would ever be left with would just be this game. So I remember dust covers being big, like for Nintendo, that had these black, almost like file cabinet folder-looking black plastic cases that went over the bottoms, and then the Super Nintendo had like a hard cap that would go over the bottoms, kind of like a dust protector or whatever. So yeah, that was one area where the Sega definitely had an innovative idea with the plastic cases. I mean, nowadays, Xbox, PlayStation 3, all games come with a nice hard case now to store your CD. I mean, that's almost imperative because CDs scratch easy, so I can see where that would come into play, but still, Nintendo, what were you thinking? Paper cardboard boxes, come on. Had they done plastic ones like Sega, I think that a lot more people would have the boxes to the Super Nintendo and Nintendo games than what they do. I mean, how do you expect cardboard to last 20 years, you know? It's been 20 years. I turned 30 this year. Next year in February I turned 31, so I'm an old gamer, you know? I've been around since the days of the Atari 2600, you know? Oh no, no! Oh god, we're gonna die, we're gonna die. Rank 2, alright, turbo boost. Let's get around this son of a bitch. Blew him up. That's the cool thing too. I used to spend hours trying to blow the NPC guys up. Once they start flashing, you know they're ready to blow up. It means you're almost dead, because your car will do that too if you get too damaged. It'll start flashing and warning beeping you. Well, shit, I'd throw the race out the door and say, fuck it, I'm gonna blow up NPC cars. Well, I'd wait for jumps and try to like time the jump so we both went off the jump at the same time and ram them in the air. And in fact, if you hit the L or the R button twice, it kind of does a little bit of a ram, a side ram, and you can use that to kind of slam people into the wall. And it's harder to kill the main players than it is the NPCs, but it can be done. I have killed the main players as well, like the yellow, green, blue racer Captain Falcon and such. Death win. Alright, the gravel slows you down a little bit, so it's good to try to go around gravel. Ice makes you slide, so there were obstacles on the ground as far as all that stuff goes. Ooh! This is the first level with the turbo arrows. I forgot all about that. Here we go. Oh, I missed it again! I'm so noobing it up right now. What the hell's wrong with me? You'll notice that the tracks are getting more and more narrow. There we go. Blast me up to 800 kilometers an hour. Look at that. Alright. Here. Second place. I'll wait for the straightaway. Here we go. Turbo. Oh, he used the turbo arrow. Oh, come on, can I hit it? Ah. Alright, heal it up, heal it up. You'll see how that one isn't off to the side. It's on the main track. I guess they knew that people would be hitting the sides a lot in this one, or assumed they would be, and they made the healing almost a mandatory run, so you heal every lap without having to try. See, I think I'm making this look a lot easier than what it is. If you were to play this game, the first couple times you play it, you basically will bounce off the walls like a fucking ping pong ball. It can actually be quite annoying. But once you get it down, this is one of the most fun, addictive, high-speed games to ever come out of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, let's go. Heal it up. Oh, he's gonna blow up. Should we hit him? Nah. Let's get some speed going. Yeah. Turbo. Ooh. Turbo. And speed arrow. What's up? What's up? 900. I hit 9. I saw 910 kilometers an hour there. At least. Uh-oh. 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 Oh! Our competition tried to sneak back at the last possible second. I was sliding sideways across there. Holy shit, that was a close one. That was extremely close. Two, three, accelerator. There's a way to get a boost jump by hitting the accelerator. I think it's on the third beep, but it didn't quite work on that one. This one has multiple ways to go, but that way obviously you see had landmines and the other way didn't. And then there was a little bit of a jump. But you can see how much of a difference that made. I practically jumped to the lead right away off of that. Now you see his acceleration come into play on this one. But, like I said, if you can keep yourself moving, that acceleration does not help them as much as the top speed does. I mean, there's nothing they can do about the top speed. If they can't hit it, they can't hit it. Oh! Bad idea. That dirt slowed me the hell down. Alright, come on, come on. Alright, there we go. See, this is the first one where throttle control comes into place. Taking your finger off the accelerator completely is the only way to hit these corners without blowing up or bouncing off of them like that. Alright, I'm gonna go the regular way this time. Alright, here we go. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Woo! What we got? 2 laps to go? Alright. Yep. Try to pull a head out of my ass, huh? Alright. Eat that shit, motherfucker. Gotta heal, gotta heal, gotta heal. Alright, here we go. Alright, come on now. Come on now. Come on, Total. Come on now. Show them what's up with the throttle control. Look at that. Perfect. 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 Here we go, here we go. No! Not perfect. Turbo! And... Oh shit, and by the fucking skin of my fucking ball sack, I just fucking beat that. He was right. Look at that. What is that? Less than a second off my asshole? Jesus Christ. Oh my fucking lord. Let's see. It's going through all my lap ranks and my totals for total. Totals for total. I hope you guys enjoyed this so far. This game is fucking amazing, isn't it? I mean, look at the moon in the background and the little, like, Mars out of this world looking landscape in the back. It's quite amazing. It's quite amazing. Alright, so we got first place in every single race in the night rank. So I guess I'm going to end this episode here. Next series we're going to go ahead and take on the Queen rank and see if we can get first place in every single world in Queen rank. And then obviously we'll move on to King and see what else we can get into after that. So thank you for tuning in, and stay up, my gangsters. Peace out.